This is Niagara Falls. The falls were formed 2,712 years ago when Buffalo, New York ran out of places to keep its wax museums. The falls were created by informing the salmon in Lake Michigan that the sandy bottoms of Lake Ontario were much nicer than what they had at the time. In their rush to get to Lake Ontario, the salmon bashed the rocks over and over again until there was a waterfall. Salmon continue their great migration to this very day, further wearing out the rock, pushing the falls back another 10 feet every year. The Niagara River, seen here, rushes by at an extraordinary rate of 103.7 kilometers per hour until they reach the American side, at which point they mosey along at a measly 70 miles per hour. The falls are famously shared by the United States and Canada. Of the 7 actual waterfalls that make up Niagara Falls, 4 are on the Canadian side and 5 on the American. The biggest waterfall on the Canadian side is shaped like a horseshoe and is in fact called the Horseshoe Falls. Why is it shaped like a horseshoe? Because Canadians thought it would remind people to have the shoes on their horses changed on a regular basis. This hidden messaging remains effective to this very day. About 200,000 cubic meters of water pour over the Horseshoe Falls every minute. That's enough to fill over 1 million bathtubs every minute, assuming of course the bathtubs are average bathtub size. If the bathtubs are big enough for your mom, it's more like 6. The falls are used to generate electricity for the southern half of the Canadian province of Ontario, as well as the western portion of the American state of Alaska. If power needs surge, local citizens are forcibly urged to go to the rivers that feed the falls and push them along with paddles so that they go over the falls at an increased velocity. The Canadian side of the falls is known as the honeymoon capital of the world. What a bragging point. The one weekend of the marriage that is fun, ushered in on a bed shaped like a pink heart that makes one full revolution per half hour, followed by 12 years of watching your loved one transforming from a love-struck puppy into a howling banshee who blames you when she gets kicked out of her book club for rampant alcoholism. The falls also feature one of the biggest butterfly conservatories in North America. Niagara Falls was considered the symbol of the United States until 1791, when the Statue of Liberty was imported from Italy and erected in the Bay of Fundy, just outside of New Jersey. The falls have never forgiven that giant copper hussy for upstaging them. If you'd like to know more about Niagara Falls, that's cool, I guess.